Canada,
Taiwan,
Vietnam,
India,
China,
Bangladesh.
Yes, it was a tough choice because I already have a decent job back in my home country. So when the time I decided to come to Canada, I realized like I have to give up everything I built already in my home country. So I start to planning all the future plan when I arrive Canada. Like I have to try to find a job or find a school to study like Hanson. And I studied really a lot in Taiwan for have a proper life here in Canada. So a lot of research, but I think everything comes to a good end right now since I already find a school to study here and almost graduate.
It was really hard for me because I am from a village from India, so my parents are not really rich. So they did a lot for me to bring me here. So I first of all I need to prepare my all the requirements as my grades in my previous college, and also the requirement of government, all the details about me. And it was pretty hard for me, but my parents did their best, and I'm here today.
It's obviously if you plan to go for another country, should have the preparation for your visas and study permit and lots of things. So especially in Canada, it's really different from other countries. We have to wait for a long time, and we need to select the course and we need to get the acceptance. That's all the preparations for getting the visa. After approving the visa, we need to find out the place to stay in Canada. So searching for the accommodations. If you have any friends, we can contact them easily and get that. For me, I don't have any friends when I come to Canada. So I just search in the Google for the accommodation facilities. So I found one agency, they're giving the home for accommodation for the international students. So I just contacted them. So they get arranged me home, and also they given the car facilities when I arrive in airport. So I felt like that's quite comfortable. So when you reach Canada, we can get help from them. So before that, I feel like the weather is entirely different from my own country. So lots of preparation regarding the clothes, and I need to find out the 4 seasons and how should be the preparations in Canada.
To be honest, Erin, I didn't prepare. At that time, I was young, you know. I'm brave, so I come here. That's it. I want to see a different world.
Okay, of course money, the first thing. And actually I prepare a lot of things about searching on the internet to see if there's anything that I can start it to prepare. This is kind of my pre-will about Canada. And another thing is all the documents ready. And actually for me it's kind of a little bit special because I am 40 years now. So literally if my life can divide it by 5, which is my first 8 years is in China, my hometown, and my fourth 8 years is in Japan. So kind of already know what I need to prepare to move to another country. I mean, yeah. And before that, I kind of try to find a shelter first, and then I've of course bring my kid with me. That's everything, literally everything. But I also noticed that Canada is really special. I think it's a special country, and it's very open and less limitation. I can say that. And then it's totally different culture with our Asian culture like that. So I kind of beyond the money, the documents, the things, I'm gonna do some kind of culture investigation things to know what is, maybe there's kind of big differences between what I already know. I think that's helped me a lot.
Well, I thought it'd be much colder than what I found in British Columbia. I mean, it was cold when I came in last year. It was snowing and everything, but I thought I would be like completely covered in snow. But then that was probably something that I watched on TV, or maybe weather down in Saskatchewan. But down here in British Columbia, it's so lovely. It's warm most of the year long, and I'm really loving every season, whether it's spring, autumn, fall, winter, summer. It has got its own color, and I do love it here. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine something like so the clean, the blue sky, the clean air, no pollution, and friendly people. That's what my imagination. I saw that when I landed at the Vancouver International Airport. When I saw the leaves, I asked my wife, "Do you really believe that is leaves? Because it's so clean, so green." And I was a little bit shocked because what I saw, leaf is just like always dust on it.
The people is more friendly. Of course, the environment is very natural things. I mean, the whole environment is more open, more freedom. I can say that, and hopefully, it's a better place for my kid. To be honest, that's the main thing that I can imagine. And after really landed here, I feel there is more equally feels like more equal to everyone. But for our newcomers, there's still a lot of things can challenge us. But actually, I'm Leo, so literally, I won't spend a lot of time to hesitate or think about or confused or struggling. Actually, I kind of make a plan and or a checklist what I need to do. That's the thing. And the differences is it's not that easier to start here. That's the main one to me.
I feel really different, which I expected, and when I arrive here, it's entirely different. But I just get some hits and from my friends, like it will be different in another country. But what was like, it's really beyond my expectation. I thought like when I came here, I was like in between my 28 and 29. So I thought like I'm an adult, I can manage it very well in another country also. But when I reach here, it's really the starting step of my career, I thought like. And the first thing which I felt was like the rent, which I shown in the Googles, it's like less than 500. But when I came here, it's like $750 in the first month, and I don't have any friends to go with them or share with them. So that's the first that like I didn't expect at all. And the second thing is like obviously the transportation. I expected it's like little bit quiet, but when I came here, it's really posh and I like it loud. So that's another thing. And another thing is like we saw in Hollywood movies like very well infrastructure and everything, but for me personally, when I came here, it's not like up to my expectation. Because it's Hollywood movies, it's really, really nice buildings and they look it like very graphically. But in real, it's not like that. We can see the same structure if you go in India in some like metro cities. It's not too rush, but we can expect the same infrastructure. And also like preparations, maybe I can say like managing the expenses is really tough. And it's really good, like we can find jobs very quickly. And even if you are students, you can work so that you get more exposure to the Canadian working experience environment.
It was totally different from India because India is an underdeveloped country and I think it is about to develop. And it was hard for me to set up myself right here because I have to be with so many different people which I never saw. and I need to do job as well as study. Also arrangement of my daily life requirements, like my rent for living, my food. I need to take care by myself because I am alone here. There's no relative, no friend for me here, so it was hard for me. But now I'm used to it. I can do it by myself.
So are you liking it here in Canada?
Yes, ma'am. I like it because it is it's like a opportunity for me to prove myself what I am actually. So I like it.
As an international student, and I was just studying, but I was fortunate enough to kind of find a job right away. During that time, I was kind of could afford myself to the tuition fee and all the living costs at that moment, and I didn't have that much issue coming here because this was not the first time that I am living far away from my family. So I had the experience, but I would say one of my difficulty was transportation, because at that time I live in Surrey and I worked in Vancouver downtown, so it would take me like a little journey every day to travel to work. It's like 4 hours back and forth, so that was only my difficulties. Apart from that, it was great studying here. I study at Douglas, and I was able to make friends, and I feel less lonely here, so it was fortunate for me. That was it.
After I arrived here, I find myself actually quite suitable with the life here. I didn't need to adjust that much, both mentally and physically, because I usually work really stressful in my home country, but I find out like working here is so relaxed and people are so friendly. And for the physique also, it's like I find a lot of activities here, like hiking, biking. I realized actually I can do that many activities. I didn't even know because I was having an office job in my home country. But when I came here, I find out this is the place I like. I can find a balance between life and work. So that is my reasons.
So even though I grew up in Canada with immigrant parents, what I've learned that Canadians can help better them in integrating the Canadian culture is maybe have more outreach workers to check up to see how they're doing, because after a certain point I understand there's like funding limitations. So I remember, I think after elementary we didn't have anybody come check up on us anymore, or just to pop by to say hi or to see how we're doing. So maybe more programs or more outreach workers to check up on immigrants, maybe 5 years down the road, or maybe every 5 years, just to see how they've come since they first came.
If I look over from my the whole experiences in Canada from the very beginning, I think the most important thing is if I can get a job from the very beginning, maybe it can help a lot. Once you get a job, you have to speak English, right? And then talk to person, and then get used to the environment, and then everything. You can learn everything very naturally and quickly. I mean, that's a really good way. I think if there is more information about that, or maybe I didn't find the right place to go. I know some organization, I mean non-profit organization like Success or Mosaic, like that. But literally, for me, my personally is I decided to learn English first. I mean, go to link program, and then from that point.
I think they're doing a fantastic job. What I've seen is over here in Canada, diversity is a unique instinct in most Canadians. I haven't met everybody, of course, but at least within British Columbia, the Canadians I've observed that they're very open, broad-minded, and I think I'm really happy to see what I'm seeing right now, especially given the time now during the pandemic. The time is so difficult. I love it how people are united and they're helping one another, making masks, distributing food and everything. I think they're doing an amazing job. I don't think I would say that they can do this better, but I would just say that I hope they continue doing the good work that they're doing.
So far, I really want to stay here in Canada. Maybe, during Chinese New Year, I will go back to visit my family and friends.
Yes, because my parents, they are still in China. I have siblings over there. But still, if you ask me what I prefer to live in Canada. Canada is a good country to live, and we have a better education system. And if you want to learn new skills, you can come to see us.
Yes, of course. Always, anytime.
Yes, I just changed my road from marketing to academic advising. It would take time to grow in this new field. So I think in the recent 3 to 5 years, I may still at this field and maybe to provide service to more students. And of course, for my family, I need to take care of my baby and my parents. Support the whole family.
So in 5 years, I hope to still be able to work with Hanson. I also have dreams like everyone else to save up money and get their own house. Also, house prices are going up. But just the regular dreams for the future. So saving up, getting a house, moving out on my own, getting married, things like that. Nothing extravagant.
Actually, I wanna be a businessman in accountings because I learned one thing from my boss: how to manage a business. It could be any business. So I'm getting things. When I'm done with my degree in Hanson, I will go for another university to get higher studies. So there I will learn how to be a successful person, even a businessman.